Meanwhile, the Department of Homeland Security says the partial government shutdown has had a major impact on air travel. Over the weekend, DHS said staffing issues forced the suspension, is what we were talking about, of both global entry and TSA PreCheck. Well, today, TSA is evaluating things on a case-by-case basis. CBS News congressional reporter Tauream Small is on Capitol Hill with the latest. Okay, Tauream, people can put up with a lot, but because airports are already a pain in the rear and air travel is probably the lowest, if you had to rank what Americans hate the most, but maybe besides us, it's air travel. And so if you're messing with TSA PreCheck, that's not going to end well. Where do the negotiations stand?
Yeah, I mean, I want to focus on specifically first this decision by the Trump administration to pare back on global entry and PreCheck. According to Chuck Schumer, the minority leader here on the Senate side of the Hill, he believes, and his colleagues, Democratic colleagues, believe that this is a bullying tactic from the Trump administration, saying that, in his words, the Trump administration is choosing to inflict pain on the public instead of addressing immigration reforms that his party is calling for. We saw last week that Democrats sent a counter proposal to the White House. That was the second proposal they sent. And according to sources familiar with negotiations, the two parties are still far apart on a resolution. This, as we look forward to lawmakers welcoming the president to the Hill, will undoubtedly this will be a part of the conversations. Democrats for sure trying to make sure that immigration reform is top of mind for the president as shutdown stalemate continues.
I also thought, Tauream, it was interesting that courtesy escorts that Congress members get at airports will also be suspended, you know, really trying to hit them where it hurts. But you just mentioned the State of the Union address there. Let's focus on that and what we're expecting in terms of protests tomorrow.
So we know that there's going to be this counter programming by Democrats. At least a dozen, including Senator Ed Markey, is going to be joining in with this. It's co-sponsored by Move On and Midas Touch. And we're going to also hear from other people there. But this is a direct boycott. Several of these lawmakers confirming that they won't be attending the president's State of the Union address. Instead, we'll be talking to supporters, progressives, and this will be a direct response or pre-response to the president just recounting his year in office and again talking about some of these issues like immigration reform that they're trying to make top of mind here.
All right, Tauream Small on Capitol Hill for us. Thank you, friend.